Hi, my name is Bonnie Georgiadis. I started at Weeki Wachee in 1953 up until 1989.
Bonnie, welcome back to the park. I understand you've worked here for 37 years. How long were you a mermaid here? I know you've had some different things that you've done here in the park in the last 37 years, but how long were you a mermaid for?
I was a mermaid for approximately 13 years and became mermaid supervisor and the show producer. But in those positions, I also kept swimming shows, so I can't really tell you how long I was a mermaid.
What were some of your favorite shows that you swam?
Oh, dear me. One of my favorite was Mermaids on the Moon. And Peter Pan has always been one of my favorite stories. I like so many of them.
Yeah. Do you have any other special memories that when you swam here that you might be able to share with us?
Well, mainly the camaraderie with all the girls. And chasing Terry Hamlet around with a pink flamingo. That was our quest to tease her with flamingos. We put them in the deep hole. We had them staring at her through the windows, and she would go, ah!
So you played a lot of practical jokes on each other back in the day.
Did.
Well, that sounds fun. Bonnie, when you're a mermaid here, did you get a chance to meet some of the celebrities that came to visit? I understand. I know Elvis was here.
Yes, Elvis was here, and I was off that day, so I missed it. Somebody had to have the day off.
Sure. And did you meet anybody else during your time here at Weeki Wachee?
I met Prince Charles.
Oh, that's one. He came to the park?
He did not come to the park. I was with the bird department at that time, and he was raising money for the Masai Mara in Africa. And I took 3 African eagles over to Wellington on the other side of the state, where he was going to play polo and raise the money, have benefits. And I got to meet him.
That's what, so you've had a couple of different jobs here at the park. You said that you were a mermaid here for 13 years.
Yes.
So when you left the status of mermaid, what did you go into here at the park?
Well, they stopped changing the show every year and didn't know what to do with Bonnie, so I was put as a manager of the bird department.
Great.
I became a falconer, rehabilitated and released 2 bald eagles, and that is the thrill of a lifetime.
Bonnie, you know that this year is the 65th anniversary of the park, and we're going to commemorate this year with a special mermaid reunion in July, which I understand that you're coming to.
Yes.
What do you think this park has meant to you and for so many women that have swam here as mermaids, and the fact that you get to reunite this summer and maybe see girls that you haven't seen in so long?
That's the greatest part of it. I swam in the 50th reunion, and that was a thrill of a lifetime. To work with the girls again, and
do you find that when you see these women after so many years, you just kind of pick up where you left off? I mean, do you find that?
Oh yeah, it's like we were apart for 5 minutes. Somebody walked out of the room and came back in, and well, hey, how you doing?
So many of the women that have swam at this park, past and present, always talk about this magic that's in that spring, and what an honor and privilege it is to be a mermaid here. Can you talk about just briefly what it's meant to you to be a part of this sorority that so few women have an opportunity to be?
Oh wow, it's a big one.
Is it something that you think about often, or kind of wish you always had that one more swim?
Not in those terms. I don't think about it that deeply, actually. It's just a part of our lives that we wouldn't give anything, we wouldn't give it up for anything.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the 65th anniversary is this summer. Is it something you're excited to be a part of?
Yes, I am. And I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody.
Well, we appreciate all your time today, Bonnie. Thank you so much, and it was a privilege meeting you.
Thank you.